Ferns are one of the most ancient families of plants, but they remain one of the most popular in modern gardens, and there's wonderful reasons why. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about great ferns for Tennessee gardens. And some of these you may recognize. I'm going to show you a few cool new ones. First off, everybody knows Japanese painted fern. This fern's been around for a long time. It does great here. It's got that silvery foliage, often has reddish stems in the middle. Does wonderfully well. Plant breeders have been busy. And there are quite a few named varieties of this around, some of which are distinctly different from the original species. This is one called pewter lace. You can see they've really emphasized the gray-green color of the leaves here, very dark, very striking. This one is called regal red, and you can see why. It's got this burgundy color that really comes out as the plant ages. It gets redder and redder, particularly along the veins, not only the main vein, but each one going out into the leaflets. Really gets striking. This is a plant that does this whole species does terrifically well here in Tennessee. I just can't say enough about it. It spreads to form a nice clump out of itself, not invasive, does really great. It is what's called a deciduous fern, which dies back. It disappears over the winter and then sprouts again from the roots in the spring. There's a closely related fern, which is native. This is lady fern, and this particular one is called lady in red, and you can see why. The ruby red stems of this are really quite striking, really beautiful. Bright ferny green, great, of course it's ferny green, it's a fern, but it has this beautiful, vibrant green foliage. This is very upright fern, and you can tell. This one grows wild around here. But what's cool about that, this is a worthy garden plant on its own, but because this plant and this plant are so closely related, the Japanese painted and the American lady fern, they crossed them. And they came up with a couple of really, actually more than a couple, but I'm going to show you a couple today, really cool crosses. This is called Branford Beauty. This is one that spreads some, gets this silvery green foliage. It has basically the low habit of a Japanese painted fern and some of the silvery foliage with the vigor and more upright nature, rather than low mounding, it's a little more upright mounding nature of a lady fern. One of the most vigorous and striking of the new hybrids is this fern. This is called Ghost, another cross between Japanese painted fern and the American lady fern. This fern gets tall, upright, 2 to 3 feet, silvery foliage. As the older it gets, the more silver it gets. Really an incredible accent in the garden. Wonderful in the shade garden. It's called Ghost. You can't miss it. It's well named. That silvery color is really striking. Now, everything I just talked about are deciduous, meaning they die back to the ground. They completely disappear over the winter, and then they sprout up again from the roots in the spring. Next, though, I'm going to talk to you about evergreen ferns that don't disappear over the winter, and a lot of people love having these in their garden. Start off right now with this one, which is the ever popular autumn fern. This is a great fern, and a lot of people know it. It is evergreen, gets 30 inches tall. The reason it's called autumn fern has nothing to do with autumn, other than the fact that the new growth has the color of autumn leaves. It's this beautiful coral and orange, and that's why it got its name. This is an Asian fern of the Dryopteris family, and the Dryopteris genus actually is a big genus full of really cool evergreen ferns. This is only one. Another one, this is a native. This is called marginal wood fern, and this is a youngster. They get quite big. They get much bigger than this. This one does stay kind of low. It'll get maybe 18 inches tall. This one is often used in florist displays. Some people call it leather wood fern. It's not the true leather leaf, but it is a good substitute for that. Completely evergreen. This is another wood fern from Asia called thick-stemmed. This one has really intricate fronds of this bright, almost celery green. It's really a cool plant, and kind of fuzzy down at the bottom of the plant. You can see it's got this almost fuzzy down here, very distinctive and cool looking plant. This one gets bigger. This will get 3 feet tall, so it makes a real impact in your garden. And what evergreen ferns tend to do is they'll stay up until maybe January. They'll be upright and look good. Then the fronds tend to lay flat on the ground as the winter rains and stuff beat them down, but they don't go, or they lay lower, not necessarily flat along the ground. So they don't stay upright all winter, but they do stay green, and then the new growth, of course, comes out of the middle and it's upright again. Very familiar evergreen fern. Native here is Christmas fern. This is a fabulous fern, but pretty drought tolerant actually when it's established. You see it on rocky slopes here, about 2/3 of the way down above stream. This is a terrific fern, gets really deep, deep, deep green by late fall. Really beautiful. So-called Christmas fern because people used to use the fronds for Christmas decoration back in the day. Another great member of that Dryopteris family I was telling you about is this guy. This is Dixie wood fern, and this is a naturally occurring hybrid, and you can tell just by looking at it, it gets big. This guy will get 4 feet tall. Really, really huge fern, evergreen, really beautiful. Last, I want to talk to you about this great fern. This is a holly fern. This is called Fortune's holly fern. The one that you often see is one called Sertomium falcatum, and it's got really shiny leaves. You can tell that it looks like it's got lacquer on the leaflets. This one has a duller, matter form, and it's a smaller, shorter plant. Grows more densely, but the main thing is it's hardier. This one is quite hardy here, whereas falcatum, not so much. This is a really beautiful plant with a very different look, and it gives kind of a tropical aspect to your garden. And they're all worth trying and give that wonderful kind of lush cooling, especially on a hot summer day in a shady garden. Ferns just cool you off just by looking at them. Give them a try.
For inspiring garden tours, growing tips, and garden projects, visit our website at volunteergardener.org or on YouTube at the Volunteer Gardener channel, and like us on Facebook.